Hey, how's it going, everybody? For today's video, we're going to be doing a Joey Gallo debut, obviously in ranked seasons on the legend difficulty. So looking at this card, he's got 70 contact on right, 78 contact on left. Not great, not terrible. He's got 120 pop on right, 124 power on left. So you square it up, should be hit really well with 53 vision. Now, obviously on legend difficulty, his PCI will be pretty small. However, I do trust my PCI placement enough to make it work. So just looking at this card real quick, in the games that I've used him, I will have one critique about him. He lines out a lot. He does get really good exit velos, but it seems like for whatever reason, at least through my experiences so far through 13 games all on legend, he's not, he hits the ball hard, he's driving it, but he's just not getting underneath it to hit the home run. So he's hitting 110 mile per hour lasers at the center fielder, right fielder, left fielder. Hopefully we find a way to, actually drive the ball out of the park and not at somebody. So for the lineup today, we got Tony Gwynn leading off Alomar. Joey Gallo will be hitting third for us today. Frank Thomas, Charlie Blackmon will still be in this lineup. I'm still having a lot of fun using him. Willie Mays, Ron Jeremy, and Pudge the Poochie Rodriguez. Now, like I said, this game will be played on legend difficulty to showcase how small his PCI size is and see if you're going to like this card on the highest difficulty. So what that means is I'm going to stop the bar at 900. We'll get our game. Alright, so our opponent for today is Green T, Michigan Wolverines. We both got Greinke on the mound. This should be interesting. Kenny Lofton, Ricky Henderson, Alomar. His team's got a lot of speed. His slowest player is going to be Frank, and then everybody else, I'm assuming his cap is going to have decent speed as well. His lowest speed after Frank Thomas is 71 with Pudge. Again, noticing how much speed he's got on his team, I'm assuming the way he's going to try and win this game to get a lot of routine singles. And then, or doubles, but he's going to be stealing a lot. I already know that moving forward. Looks like we're going to be staying with off speed and away from our opponent. Case in point, get ourselves a weak, what should have been a ground up, but Joey Gallo is playing in, so it ends up technically being a line out. Right back to it. Yes, sir. 2 times in a row, and this time he was very late. That's okay. Hit the curveball and gets by Pudge. What a surprise. All right, we're going to throw on a 2-2 count. We'll risk it a little bit. I want to see if he's going to chase this fastball up. He does. That was a great pitch to go to. Works out. 1 out away from avoiding giving up the early lead. 0-1. He was late on the slider, so I am noticing him trying to adjust. We go with that loopy curveball. We're gonna go right back to that slider, hit our spot. That's going to be in a great, perfect pitch. Way to get ourselves out of the jam. Tony obliterates it. We get lead off the game with a solo shot to right field. That's what I'm talking about. That's exactly what we needed. Now, if we could get Joey Gallo to do that in his debut, that would be perfect. Robbie's going to hit a line drive to shortstop. That was a little bit out of the zone. You know what? I'm not too frustrated with that because, yeah, we were on it and everything, but it was, again, out of the zone. Should be hit a little weaker. And first at bat with Gallo, we end up hitting it. That was a terrible hit, but you know what? That's what he should do in real life. You got to shift on, just laid it over to the other side. Easy single every time. Frank is all over that one. That is another home run for Frank the Tank. We're now up 3-0 early on in the first inning. And I think we just missed that one. It was a fastball that was over the plate, but it was a little bit to the left, and I left it over my PCI over the heart of the plate. Ends up being a loud out number 2. I don't know why I swung at that, but we might actually turn this into a base hit. That is 2 terrible hits in the first inning. Yikes. Ron is going to end up making him pay. That should get 1 run in as long as this thing doesn't rebound super hard off the wall. Willie Mays gets not the greatest animation throwing it in, so we're going to take advantage of that. It is now 4-0. And first pitch swinging, got that slider over the plate. We did miss some good pitches to hit, if I'm being honest, but we also did take advantage of other pitches to hit. We ended up getting 4 runs in the first inning. Let's see if we could get a 1-2-3 here. Keep him silent. 0-2, he's been late on the harder pitches, but I feel like he's going to try and adjust right now. We read him correctly, but Pudge does what Pudge does, doesn't block a single thing. I'm starting to regret putting him back in the lineup because the pass balls happen so often. That curveball wasn't even really out of the zone by much. 2-2, we're going to throw that curveball. Yes, sir. Get him on it again. This time, Pudge actually comes through for us, blocks it. Now, that's not even a good take. That's just lucky. I mean, I threw the perfect pitch, just miss it, but you know what? Maybe it works out for the better. We end up next pitch getting the double play, getting ourselves out of the inning. Let's go get some more runs. All right, when I was streaming a couple days ago, Zach Greinke did hit a grand slam for me. Let's see if he can get a solo shot. Greinke ends up getting an extra base hit. You know what? It's not a solo shot, but a double from your pitcher. I will take that all day. Zach Greinke, what actually pisses me off, he's got better vision than Mike Trout. Yeah, we missed that one. That was a good pitch to hit, but I slammed my PCI down. That's going to go ahead and bring up Alomar and then Gallo. One of you got to come up clutch. Robbie's going to get the job done. I'm going to go ahead and leave, not only for a couple reasons. We're not going to test Willie Mays' arm, even though I'm pretty sure we would have scored, but I do want Joey Gallo to be in a spot to get some RBIs. Joey Gallo in a spot to get an RBI ends up in a double play. We should have, you know what, next time I'm not going to go ahead and be, trying to do that, because it ends up costing us a run, and you never know how important a run will be, especially early on in the game. Feel like he's going to think we're going to come back with some sort of off speed. We missed our spot, but it's all right. Blow it by him for out number one. We're going to go fastball up and away. Fastball up and away. Third time's the charm. We're going to do it again. Fastball up and away. And he was on it, especially because we didn't get it away. We end up getting the line out. Chuck, oh my God, that was a pitch to hit. Guess we found a way to just get on top of that one. I got to see the feedback on this. Oh my God, just barely on top of it. Willie does what he sometimes will do, and it's going to be a line out. We did have some good at-bats that inning after the strikeout from Frank Thomas. I'm going to go ahead and take it. Next inning, we should put up some more runs. 0-1, we're going to go with the fastball up and in. I don't know if that necessarily I would claim as jamming him, but he definitely didn't get his PCI up in the zone. Charlie Blackmon with the common fielding has not, in the video that you guys saw, his defense was just fine. Now, in the streams, his defense, fat yikes. All right, we didn't hit our curveball last pitch. We're going to go right back to it. Miss our spot again, but it was the right pitch at the right time. Ends up fooling him. Get ourselves yet again another strikeout. All right, I want this curveball to at least start on the same plane as most of my fastballs are starting. Ends up doing that, and he sat back correctly. That's a good piece of hitting on an 0-2 count. Way to defend it. Got a man on first, 2 down. 2-2, we've thrown 4 sliders. We're going to go right back to it. Induce the line out. We got lucky right there. Right here, we need a run bomb, and especially if Ron could give out a mustache right as Zach Greinke, that is what it's all about. We are constantly slamming our PCI down on the slider. We have the timing, but our PCI placement for them have not been hot yet. Yeah, we keep doing a lot of that. We keep slamming our PCI down. Just got to stay nice and consistent with it as we yet again slam our PCI down. Don't know what's happened these last 3 innings. First inning went off really well. We're squaring up everything, and now we just can't seem to do anything but slam our PCI down. Greinke, please tell me that's going to get down, or it's going to be a line out for our pitcher. Again, we've had some good innings. We've also had some terrible innings. All right, Zach Greinke, get us another 1-2-3 inning. We're going to throw that fastball up and away. Get our opponent out on his front foot. Induce the weak ground ball over to Alomar. That's going to be out number 1. All right, there's the Terminator, and then there's the Horninator. We're going to throw that slider over the heart of the plate. And thank God he missed it. 0-1, we're going to go fastball up and away. See if he thinks it's a slider. Gets him to pop up right behind the dish. Pudge is at least going to make the play for this one. He's good for something. 1-0, we're going to throw the curveball. That's going to find a whole lot of the plate. But Greinke with diamond fielding ends up running away from the ball. Don't know what the hell that's about. We're going to throw that change up. Missed the spot, but Joey Gallo showing the range. Gets a routine ground ball over to first. We're out of the inning again. No runs given up. Tony Gwynn, we're in the right position. We got our leadoff man up. 3-1 the count. Tony Baloney, got to get something to drive here. Ends up being ball 4. We'll take that all the way. Got a man with speed on first. Alomar up at the dish. Hit and run may be likely at some point, depending on the counts. Alomar ends up lining out. That's the one thing I'm always afraid of when I do a hit and run, is exactly that, because the lineouts have been absolutely brutal this year. Joey Gallo goes yard the other way. Like I said, if we can actually find a way to get underneath the ball and you square it up, he always gets really crazy exit velos. Look at that, 105 going the other way. I really do like this card, but we do got to find a way to get underneath the ball, and not like that, Frank. The slider, I don't know why he's not spamming that pitch. I keep slamming my PCI down on that pitch. Oh, we're going to go in and throw a slider. That's going to be right over the heart of the plate. Thankfully, he found a way to miss it. Tony Gwynn in right field. It's out number 2. Fastball up and away. And he hits it hard. But Charlie Blackmon, the common, sometimes diamond fielder, Chuck ends up. We were a little out in front, but Jesus, did he scoop that up from the dirt. We end up getting a double. That's why I like him. His swing is so smooth. Obviously, again, I would wish he had better fielding and also better speed, but his hitting stats and his swing, marvelous. Willie gets a hanging curveball, and this time we didn't slam our PCI down. It is now 7-0, courtesy of a Willie Mays 2-run shot. Ron ends up getting a line drive over in the hole. Pudge is we got a pitch to hit. We did hit it hard, but I think again we were just on top of that changeup. I mean, yeah, we were a tad bit on top. It does say good squared up, but like I said, at the end of the day, we were a tad bit on top. Greinke's gonna hit a routine fly over to left field. We did score 2 more this inning. We are 3 runs away from a potential mercy. So our opponent's Greinke hasn't done too hot. Our Greinke, hopefully we can catch this ball with Willie. We don't. Our Greinke, as I was going to say, has been doing well, ends up giving off a leadoff double. We might be warming up the pen. If we end up getting ourselves in a worse jam, I'll go ahead and go the pen. I'm going to see if Greinke can get himself out of this himself. As we throw a slider, ends up getting a base hit the other way. Okay. If we give up 1 run to get the double play, I'm all on board for that. We end up giving up a line drive into right field. So it's first and second, 1 run scores, still no outs. If there's a lefty coming up, it's not. All right, so we got Hornsby. We're going to see if we can induce his ground ball double play again. Guess what happens? We get that. Hopefully we're quick enough to turn it. We end up getting the double play, so we could still be out of this inning with only 1 run given up. 0-1, time for the curveball. The big loop gets him out on his front foot. We're going to go ahead and go right back to that fastball, up and in, hopefully surprise him. And he's late. That was a good pitch, but we didn't hit our spot. He was very late. I haven't done this in a minute. We go right back to it. Pays off. Get ourselves out of the inning with only 1 run. Top of the lineup is back up. Joey Gallo will have another chance to hit a home run. And let's get some people on. Tony Gwynn gets himself another base knock. Robbie Alomar to stay away from the double play. Well, that's one way to make sure not only to ruin my ideas for Joey Gallo's potential RBI situation, but it also does avoid the double play. I'll take it. On a full count, that's just a dirty pitch, man. I thought that was a fastball coming low and in. You know what? Props to him. That, like I said, that was just an amazing pitch. How did we miss that? Apparently, Frank Thomas was so geared up for the fastball. He's geared up for it again. We went from too early to very early. At least we're slowing it up a little bit, and we slowed it up enough. Frank hits a bomb to center field. Thank God we made up for missing that fastball right down the middle. Chuck, make it nasty. Lefty crime time, and that was the pitch to do it, and that would have sent us home early, but we were just a tad out in front. And Chuck's gonna go ahead and beat this shift. We were a tad late on that, but like I said, I do look to go the other way with certain players when we have a shift on. We swung at a terrible pitch. I tried check swinging, but I know for a fact that I definitely didn't check swing on that one. So we are still 1 run away from the mercy. A man on first, but there is 2 down. Did he straighten this one out? I think it is going to be, yes, sir, a fly ball all the way the warning track. We might have been just a tad underneath it. So we are 1 run away from a mercy. Let's get a clean inning here, and then hopefully in the 8th, we walk it off. First pitch to Joe Morgan. We're going to throw that changeup that was meant to go low and away. Found a whole lot of the plate, but he clearly had to have slammed his PCI or, down or something, because that was just a very routine fly ball to center. That was so close to being a dot. I am amazed. All right, so we throw a curveball over the heart of the plate. Ends up being another fly ball over to Tony Gwynn. 2 down. We're 1 out away from having a clean inning. We're gonna back that up with a fastball, kind of low, kind of mid. Oh, that's just right down the middle. Ends up being a base hit up the middle. Got a man on first with crazy good speed. If he steals, he steals. It's 10-1. Not too worried about it. 1-1. We're going to throw that curve ball. And oh my God, we got lucky yet again. Because Greinke is getting a little dangerous these last couple innings, man. He's throwing a lot of pitches that are right over the plate. Duke ends up not being the man for the job after we did miss a changeup right over the heart of the plate. Tony pisses on it, but I already know, yep, that is just going to be a fly ball over to center field. Well, let's go ahead and close this out. Let's go ahead and bring in, who do we got? We got three, basically we'll call it two righties and we'll call it what it is, two righties and a switch hitter. We'll bring out Bruce. Don't want to waste my really good arms. So we're just going to go and throw a first pitch splitter that ends up over the heart of the plate again. Not a shocker. I 1-2. We're going to repeat what we're trying to do. That should be a great pitch. He sat back. He did sit back. We're going to go to the slider. It's a little bit harder, and hopefully he thinks it's still a fastball coming in. It does just that. We get ourselves a strikeout. Now we're going to mix it up a little bit more on the 0-2 count. That's just a dot that was so unintentional, but I'm going to take it. 0-1, splitter inside. Hopefully makes it look like a fastball. It does just that. So I'm going to throw that fastball at about the same plane at which the splitter started. Locks him up. Bruce Sutter does the job, strikes out this side. Let's go. Frank Thomas was the player of the game with 2 home runs, 3 ribbies. Willie Mays, 2 for 4, a home run as well. Alomar, 2 for 4, a home run as well. And Joey Gallo, for the player debut, was 2 for 4, a home run. And you know what? I think it shows that you might not want to really put the shift on Gallo. The home run, he absolutely lasered the opposite field. The base hit was jammed a little bit. It was a pitch down the middle, but he beats the shift, gets a single. I will recommend that you probably don't shift on Gallo. Thank you for watching today's video. If you enjoyed today's content, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Y'all have a good day. Thank you.